1, 2, 3, 4.
The following video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and we're going to do more of the Halla Brawls today. It's very exciting. I guess I'll just do ranked for a second while we wait for people to show up. Let's see how much I can drop my ELO rating. Can I get myself a Duty Brown ranking? Hey, Siege is here. Cool. Alright. Awesome. As soon as I'm finished with this match, I'll get into the chat on Discord.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And, start up a custom room. My god. It's just too diabolical. I'm not in VC because there wasn't anybody here with me to chat with when I first started the stream. I will get in there as soon as this match is over. I've already said as much. Dang, just got wrecked. This man wrecked me. It was not fair. No, what the fuck? Aren't you supposed to be immune from damage when you first land? What the fuck? That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. Little bastard. I just died. Oh my god. I can't believe that just fucking happened. I died. Well.
Player 2 wins.
That was actually ridiculous. Yeah, way to drop my EL rating. Yeah. Rocket Lance attack heavy damage. Hell yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm terrible at this. Okay. Alright, get down here. Might not play. Oh no, Detainings is here. I mean, yay, Detainings! Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get into chat on Discord. Let's see here.
Come in, you royal boob!
Alright. There we go.
Royal boob here. I mean, heyo.
Hey, Mobile. Alright, here I go into the custom game room. Let's fix the settings. Shall we? Big maps only. Let's see, it's 538706. It looks like for the code.
All right, I've written it down for future reference.
I posted it in the chat, and now I'll pin it. There we go. Looks like Detainings is already here, ready to kill me.
I will be there in just a second. Okay, we got our own personal friendly neighborhood Jack Napier impersonator here. Or a creepy infant. I'm not sure which. Or both.
Yeah, I'm having a bad day.
You having a bad day? Oh, well, in that case, I'm about to have a bad day, aren't I? Alright,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, go, Shikamaru. Knock that bitch down.
Yeah, that's one of
Me
the
and
best moments of
Solus
the dub right
finished
there.
that. Me and Solus just finished that episode. Or we haven't, we're close to it.
Yeah.
I've been streaming Naruto to him, so he got mad when he looked in general and got spoiled. But we were just on that episode by the time he clicked in general, so the horrible fight between the two useless characters.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hop on for a few matches and then go to bed by like 11.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dang. I was trying to eat. I was just trying to eat. Why can't I eat?
No, we were gonna team combo you.
Oh, that's just tragic.
Get
down here. You gotta eat your vegetables. Oh, shit. Look out. Oh, I died.
I'm doing the shit that he used to do.
Shuggy is here! Or, oh, that's Stuggy. Sorry. Stuggy is here. Excuse me. I mispronounced it. Alright. My bad.
Did you say Shuggy?
I was a letter off because I wasn't paying. I was trying to pay attention to chat and the screen that I'm fighting on at the same time. I'm sorry.
All right.
Get over here.
You
I mean, you don't have a choice.
know, do you guys know what the code is?
I have no idea.
538706.
508706?
Pokemon X Nuzlocke.
538.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. There we go.
God.
Yep, I'm doing this cool combo that you used to do.
What? I don't play that character.
No, but he does. Well, he used to.
I'm not sure which character that is. Oh!
No.
Oh, yeah. Fate?
Yes.
Remember correctly? Yeah, I'm just kind of working through the handful of characters I have, getting them all to 25.
That's probably gonna take a year's worth.
At the rate I'm currently going, maybe. But, already got the, trophy / achievement for getting 5 of them to 25, so... And I don't remember how many I have left. Besides, I got them all to at least level 10 or 15.
Oh man, you messed up my cool combo.
Oh man, I don't think I can possibly care.
Eat again.
Oh man. Oh CJ. I'm gonna...
Oh, look out.
Oh man. It's not funny of you. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, shit.
Yeah, well, this isn't everything.
Player 3 wins.
Violence is the answer to everything.
God. Oh, man. Stuggy is doing a Pokemon X Nuzlocke with some rules. Awesome. Alright.
Oh.
Let's see, what do I...
So, Hunger, I think I'm at the very tail end of the Deadpool game.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think I've ever been more happy to be only renting a game and not own it, because it is so full of cheap deaths and unfair enemy overwhelming.
Yeah.
So
At,
in other words, when I Let's Play it, I'm going to be bitching constantly.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
when you let's... Oh, dude. Hunger to Let's Play Deadpool confirmed. Hunger to Let's Play Deadpool confirmed. Face.
I
Yay.
have the game, so it's going to happen eventually.
I can't
And,
wait. I really can't wait. I actually like that game.
It's a game you guys can all thank me for Hunger having.
No.
I feel like Hunger's gonna like it a lot more than Skyward Sword because of the stupid controls for Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword controls are cancer. So
Yeah.
bad.
If I ever do get Skyward Sword for the Switch, which I probably won't since I already have it on Wii, I will play with motion controls. That's because I like destroying my arms.
Yeah. I'm starting to get better at the controls for Skyward Sword. It's just taking forever.
Yeah, it takes a while, but I've actually seen one of my friends stream it on Discord with like on a Wii emulator, but like they use like a PlayStation 4 controller, and they're actually perfectly like really good with it. And I almost sometimes think they're using a Wiimote, but they're not. So it takes some getting used to, but
like
Yeah. Skyward Sword needed an HD upgrade because the watercolor pastel color scheme plus being in 480 resolution completely did the game's art style every possible disservice.
right. Well,
yeah,
the big thing for me is there's a lot of problems with having the controls the way that you have them, and then expecting you to do the things they expect you to do. Like when you're using a joystick to do some of the stuff that they're expecting you to do, joysticks like when you go like extremely far one way and then try to like let go, they have a habit of like snapping back a little bit the other way. And the joystick for this game is kind of particularly sensitive, which isn't a great thing for this particular game, unfortunately. I'm guessing they upped the sensitivity to make it easier to try an attempt to make it easier to do some of this stuff, but I think it actually makes it harder in some ways. Like,
I suspect that it was designed with the non-existent, well, not the non-existent, but the overly large dead zone in the Joy-Con sticks, which of course would open up a whole Joy-Con drift bag of worms.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That's the thing is, I fully expect people that are using the motion controls for this game with the Joy-Cons to end up experiencing Joy-Con drift on their other Joy-Con, rather than...
Well, they probably will, because, you have to swing those Joy-Cons around and stuff, so, like...
Yeah, so... like, even if you're not using the Joy-Con for the sword attacks, you're still probably using it for the camera a lot.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the game was designed in mind for the Wiimote, and that's why I always thought it would be stupid to remake Skyward Sword, and the reason I always thought it would be stupid to remake it is Nintendo's was never going to have a motion-based game until the Switch came out, and then when the Switch came out, I was like, they might remake it now, but even then, the Joy-Cons have all these weird drifting issues, so I don't know if it's going to be a good idea to remake it. They remake the game, but they add, oh, you can use sticks now too, even though the game was literally designed for motion controls.
Right. Here's my issue with the way that they've done this game. They put way too much emphasis on like which way your swords are your sword is, and where the slash is coming from and everything. Like the enemies are all like geared around, like their behavior is specifically designed to look at what you're doing and then prepare countermeasures against it. And I find that really annoying. Especially that one boss fight where the guy grabs your sword. Like...
Oh yeah, Girahim, yeah.
That is so
Yeah,
frustrating.
I could imagine Garaham's a lot more annoying on using the joysticks because like I said, I played the entirety of Skyward Sword on my Wii back in the day, and I didn't find it too challenging. Mainly because the Wiimote was probably the best to date, aside from modern day VR motion-based system out there. It was better than the PlayStation Move, and it was better. It was better than the Xbox thing.
Well, because both of those were just copying what Nintendo was doing.
Yeah, but
Microsoft deserves more credit for the Kinect than Sony does for the Move because they looked at it and they zigged where Sony zagged.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I do think Microsoft deserves credit because their thing was like, oh, we're gonna make this entirely camera based, so it's actually looking at what you're doing. Whereas Sony was like, let's make a peripheral for everybody to hold that we could charge an extra $50 for. You know, so
yeah, they pretty much ripped off the Wiimote, Sony did, whereas Microsoft made their own thing. Either way, the thing I'm getting at is, the Wiimote is much better structured than the Joy-Cons. It's a lot more durable, and the thing that scares me is I don't think I want to get Skyward Sword for my Switch just because I don't want my Joy-Cons to break.
Right. So my thing on that is like the fight with Giranim, or Girahim, whatever his name is, that guy, his whole thing is you have to have your sword pointed one way so that he'll anticipate the attack coming from that direction, and then suddenly swing it from the other direction somehow.
Yeah, they really designed that with motion in hand because I mean it's hard to explain, but the thing is, when you're the way the controller works, at least from what I recall, if you move your arm fast enough, you can hit him pretty easily.
Right. Well, and the thing that ticks me off about that is that his, even if like I feel like his movement, his preparation or whatever changes way too quickly. And,
yeah, it does.
And with the joystick, he will basically the joystick. Unfortunately, while you're trying to switch from one side to the other, a lot of the time they'll just if you're trying to switch from one side to the other quickly, they'll just register that as you swinging the sword, which doesn't help. So that fight is incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. I hate how the game I hate how they did. Like, if they were going to remake this game, they really should have just gone through it, changed all the enemies and everything, because...
It needed a complete overhaul rather than a remake, in my opinion. It needed the overhaul that Final Fantasy VII Remake got. Final Fantasy VII Remake needed the treatment that this got, just an HD spit shine.
The thing is, if they're going to put it on a system that's not the Wii, they need to remake it to fit better controls, because... On the Wii, the game works perfectly fine, but if you're playing on anything else with joysticks, it's much harder to control, much harder to fight the bosses, much more annoying to fight the enemies and use your items, and just, ugh.
Well, and I don't know what they were thinking with the way that the shield works. Like, the wooden shield that you get at the beginning is fucking garbage. Like, it takes like one or two hits, and then it breaks and becomes completely
useless. Worse than the shields, it's worse than the shields in Breath of the Wild.
I agree. Like, it is like you actually get more use out of the shields in Breath of the Wild. I don't know how the fuck that they justified that.
Just wait till you get the Hylian shield, though. It's better.
I got a metal shield at the shop recently, but yeah, the Hylian shield's like at the end of the game, and that's the one that never breaks. So it's like
it's really good. It's got like a recharge thing on it, but yeah. But yeah, it never breaks.
The whole reason Nintendo made the Switch with Joy-Cons like they did is because they knew they were going to be porting back out their Wii U games, and once they ran out of those, they were going to try and do HD remasters or ports of Wii games to pad out their library and their pocketbook.
Yeah, I feel like that's why they made the Joy-Cons, because otherwise no one really asked for the Wii number 3. Like,
the Joy-Cons definitely had the Wiimote and nunchucks in mind for sure.
Yeah, I would have been okay with it if the Joy-Cons were designed better.
Yeah, and with if the Joy-Cons didn't have the issues that they have with the drifting and the the built-in obsolescence and whatnot, like it's just there's a lot to be desired there.
Yeah, like for instance, like the I remember when they announced that new Switch. I saw the Joy-Cons on it, like the new white Joy-Cons. I was like, wait, did they redesign the Joy-Cons? And nope, those are the same exact Joy-Cons.
Yep.
They could have redesigned them, made them more durable.
Everybody's been on them to fix the Joy-Cons since the frickin' system launched, and they're like, nah.
They're like, nah, you just gotta buy more. If your Joy-Cons
yeah, exactly. They're just like,
more.
oh, buy more, buy a Pro Controller, you know.
And the thing is, problem is, the Pro Controller is nice and everything. I love the Pro Controller. I'm glad to have one. But
Feels like butter in the
hard
hands.
to play. It's hard to play games like Skyward Sword with joysticks. Like,
right? Yeah, they really made Skyward Sword harder than it needed to be. I think, you know, and even the Wii U version, people said was probably the hardest Zelda game. So,
it's still hard on the Wii version. The Wii version of the game is still hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying motion controls are a lot easier than sticks, or a lot less awkward, I should say, than sticks.
For me, I unfortunately had a tougher time with Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess than I've had with this game so far, unfortunately, because I actually like both of those games better.
I love Twilight Princess. It's my favorite Zelda.
I've never beaten either one, because Twilight Princess decided that they were going to have an almost impossible to clear protect the wagon minigame in there that requires you to protect a NPC that is suicidal. Like, that is the one of the main things that I hate in video gaming. Is the protect the NPC mission, and the NPC is completely suicidal. It's like, hey, you know, since I have to protect you and everything, maybe you should slow the fuck down and let me kill everything before you go there. You know, maybe you ought to let me scout ahead and kill the enemies rather than, you know, blasting ahead at top speed while I'm stuck fighting shit back here. You know?
Was that I don't remember exactly. Was that a mini game or was that a part in the game?
It was a part in the game story where you have to.
Because last time I played Twilight Princess and beat it was like 2014.
It was a part of the game story that you can't skip. You have to clear this thing to progress. But basically, you have this flaming carriage that you're protecting. And you can't let the enemy. You can't let the enemy.
Now I know what you're talking. Yeah, now I know what you're talking.
It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Like they only get like if the carriage takes like even just a little bit of damage, like you end up losing. And
Hunger, absolutely everybody hates escort missions. That's a universal hatred among gamerdom.
But they keep putting them in video games, and you know, like.
Yeah, Hunger, one of these days you should try to beat Twilight Princess, maybe on stream or something, because it's a really good game.
I will probably do that at some point. It's just, you know...
It's a really good game. I love it. It's my favorite Zelda game.
But, you know,
if you want, I can loan you my Wii U copy, the remaster.
I have the GameCube version.
Yeah. The Wii U version's the Wii U version's literally the GameCube version, except HD. So...
And you've got the menu on the gamepad. Best version of the game.
Whichever one would be easier to record on YouTube, I recommend Hunger. Because I have the GameCube version. I have the GameCube version, and I had the Wii U version on my Wii U when I had a Wii U.
Right. For right now, it's probably going to be easier for me to do the GameCube version, since the GameCube is literally hooked up to my PC right now.
Yeah, you should do the GameCube version, because that'll make me happy. Because that's my favorite version of the game. I don't like the Wii version because it's a weirdly inverted, but. The GameCube version is part of my childhood, so yeah.
But yeah, like
I couldn't stand the Wii version.
Yeah, I just
wagging a remote for a sword swing. Nope.
Yeah.
Not unless it's 1-to-1.
Right. Well, and you know, and then when they did do a game that was, you know, quote unquote 1-to-1, everybody griped about how difficult it was. So. Yeah. So yeah, no thank you to wagging the Wiimote for sword attacks in general for me. Thanks.
Yeah, because thankfully Zelda fans aren't like Pokemon fans, where they ask for something and when they get what they wanted, they complain. Right. They only do it.
The thing is, Skyward Sword is not 1-to-1.
It's closer to it, but yeah, it's definitely not. You're right. It's more like flick of the wrist type controls rather than moving your arm to get Link to do shit.
The fencing event in Wii Sports Resort is nearly 1-to-1.
Yeah.
And I'm still salty over the fact that Rogue Leaders never got released.
I mean, back in the day when I played Skyward Sword on the Wii, I did go 1-to-1 with it. Like, I went out of my way to act like I was swinging a sword just because I found it more fun. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've whined about this once or twice before, but Rogue Leaders was going to be a remaster compilation of the Star Wars Rogue Squadron games by Factor 5. We're going to be given all kinds of control options, plus use the balance board even if you wanted for more immersive cockpit controllers.
Oh, that's cool.
And motion controls, of course, for piloting and so forth. But the bonus, the best part, was going to be a 1-to-1 versus lightsaber battle mode that would let you pick any of your favorite characters from the originals or prequels and duke it out in lightsaber battles for the first time.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
And the game got canceled.
That was everybody's first thought when the Wii was unveiled. They were like, "Oh, Star Wars game for sure." That was literally everybody's first thought as soon as they saw the way the Wii was going to work.
Due to a combination of them getting shafted, Factor 5 getting shafted by various other companies, Sony, and losing very high-profile projects with popular, universally loved at the time characters, Superman. They went bankrupt and probably also lost the license for Star Wars right at the wrong time.
Yeah,
So yeah, if that game ever leaks, I mean, from what I heard, that game was completely finished and ready to get published, but it just fell apart at the last minute. So if that game ever leaks on the internet, I'll be one of the first people to play it.
Yeah.
Of course, finding a Wii and a way to play pirated Wii games is going to be a real problem for me.
It's dedicated to be the first one.
You have to have a hack tweet for that. For one.
Oh hey, how's it going? Man,
I mean,
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. There's a lot of unpronounceable symbols in there.
Hello, gibberish, and have a nice night. Yeah, I had never wanted to play a canceled game so badly since Star Fox 2.
Right. Canceled game sounds like Leisure Suit Larry, but meets Twitter.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Speaking of Leisure Suit Larry and social media, I was on the subreddit of e-freebies or free game findings, and they were giving away Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patty, something, something, something. I forgot the full title.
Wow.
But I don't know if the offer's expired or not.
Shabagapa. Shabagapa. Lava.
Yo man, you speaking in tongues?
Tongue twister. Shabadaba. Gooba. Like a meep.
Shaboey!
Oh, my morning star. It got destroyed.
Lava lava. Gooba lava. Smeebu baba.
Oh, it's
I need to get a red
Lupa,
skin for this guy so I can have a red and black morning star, because that would look really cool.
And okay, just not running into any of my attacks.
Oh, wombo combo! Oh!
Why am I getting chased?
I don't know.
Like you live to see the world die.
Playing Brawlhalla with a GameCube controller win. I'd actually probably do that. I mean, it might be possible. It should be possible because there is a GameCube. You know that GameCube controller adapter they made for the Wii U. It plugs it through USB. It actually works on GameCube emulators on PC, so it might be mappable. Honestly,
Remember, from what I heard, from what I've heard, the number of games that the GameCube adapter works for on Switch is exceedingly few. But they did indeed patch the Mario All-Stars 3D pack to work with it for Sunshine.
But yeah, that GameCube adapter, fun fact, works on PC. I've used it on a Dolphin emulator before for GameCube games.
That's kind of lit.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because I have one.
Oh, you have one of those adapters? Nice.
Yeah,
they work on
I
PC.
actually have the Smash Brothers on the Wii U, so.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it works.
So I bought it for that, and you know.
Yeah, it's really fun. I do want to try mapping it for like Steam games, because I know Steam has this thing where you can map third-party controllers for certain games.
Well, you may want to think twice about using your GameCube controller for all sorts of computer games, because those GameCube controllers are going to start coming harder and harder to come by, unless you know how to repair and restore them yourself.
Come by.
I mean, I have the same GameCube controller I've had since I was like 8, so and it's in pretty good condition.
Yeah. Why not Smash Brothers Ultimate? Because I don't have a spare $100 to throw around.
Yeah.
Or a big enough SD card to hold the DLC.
Oh yeah, that too.
I don't have an SD card. Like,
Where you buy a Nintendo Switch and then
it's
you
not a-
get Smash
not
Bros,
not
but
one
it
that I
takes
bought
up the
for
entire
the
storage of the system.
Switch.
And one thing Nintendo really always needs to do, has always needed to do for a long time now, is give their systems more storage on base, because other consoles
Just
of
put
the
a hard
same
drive in
generation-
it, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, like, literally, the same consoles that released at the same time of the Wii U's generation had 500 gigabytes, whereas the Wii U only had 32. So,
Yeah.
you can only download probably like 2 or 3 games, and then it'd be full, and you'd have to buy an external hard drive for it.
Yeah.
But they supported all kinds of USB-related drives up to 2 terabytes.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, the Switch
extra
doesn't
money
do that, right?
man.
The Switch doesn't support USB drives, does it?
Nope, the
No, they
Switch,
support-
you have to get the super expensive SD cards
Yeah, that's annoying.
for the Switch.
Hey, well, at least it's not a proprietary format that costs 4 to 6 times the amount of a
Regular
regular SD card.
Oh, yeah, like Sony?
Yeah, I've already thrown stones at them too many times already today, but yeah, Sony.
Yeah.
Serbia fish nothing that
I will say, I say that while I look at my limited edition Monster Hunter Black and Red PSP and my Hatsune Miku one as well. I have 2 PSPs.
Hey,
I
at least
love
you got
them very
working.
much.
At least you got working Sony brand batteries for them, right?
Yeah, I do. I
I'm
have.
stuck over here with a piece of junk generic one that dies after an hour if you're not charging it.
Oh yeah, how many milliamps is the battery that you ordered?
Oh, I just picked it up at the local vintage stock. I forget. Well, it's not really the number of milliamps that's written on it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because the problem is with a lot of those batteries is if it's too powerful, the PSP actually it doesn't work over the PSP. Because I remember originally I ordered one that I thought was really good because of the battery size, but apparently I only got like an hour of gameplay. But then I ordered one that was much less, like 2400 milliamps, and it lasts me multiple days. So for the PSP, you want to go lower power for more time, because if you go too much power, I guess it's too much for it, I guess.
Over too much.
It's over too much, yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was up to 3600 milliamps official Sony battery. Those are like worth their weight in gold at the time, and I had like 3 of them at once. I loved the PSP because of the sheer number of arcade classic compilations and classic continuations that were on them.
Yeah.
I would go to the laundromat.
Sorry, I was gonna say Aquan bragging about his 2 PSPs, me laughing at my 3 3DSs.
3 3DSs. 3 3DSs, yep. I actually
2 regular ones
by
and 1 new one.
By that logic, I have 2 3DSs. Because I have the new Nintendo 3DS XL. I have the new Nintendo 2DS XL, and I have the same 3DS I got back the exact day the 3DS released. The blue one.
Your 2DS, the black and blue one?
Yeah, I have that, and I have the same 3DS that released day one, the blue one that released day one. So I have that. And I have the first ever model, and I also have the last ever model of the 3DS.
You know what my first 3DS was?
What?
The Pikachu one.
Nice.
It's like, it's the like when I first started playing the Gen 6 games, when I first used the female character and she rolled out of bed and she had that in her hand, I thought it was like a special feature just because I was playing it on that 3DS. I didn't realize that was something she always did. Yeah, I didn't realize it was something the female character always did. But like I played the other one on my other 3DS, so yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah.
That would be
What is that, Sig?
I love the PSP so much, I would go to the laundromat once a month and a collection of PSP discs with me. And I'd start my laundry, I'd look at their little mini arcade laundromat, and I'm like, Pac-Man? Got it. Asteroids? Got it. It's like the only thing they had that I didn't have in my pocket was Pinbot. And that machine broke down all the time.
Jesus Christ.
You love getting stared?
Man, not particularly.
Yeah, not particularly, not all the time.
God damn.
I'm gonna give it one more round, and then I'm gonna sleep.
Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh look, it's the dragon.
The dragon.
Your Nintendo Switch is decorated with all kinds of stickers. It just doesn't surprise me. So
3, 2,
not much else to say about it.
Brawl.
I remember
I
remember my Switch dock that I lost. Oh, I say I lost. The Switch that I had to sell because it broke. The dock for that thing had a cookie sticker on it, a Blubba sticker on it, and a Cloudcat sticker on it.
That
was totally
cookie sticker that I
that's the cookie sticker from this one guy, Hunger the Let's Play.
Yeah,
he's kind of a loser, not gonna lie.
Yeah, right, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely am when it comes to Brawlhalla, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, same, dude.
Right.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I haven't updated my Redbubble page in a while. I've been meaning to do a new design that I've been working on, but I haven't done it yet.
Monomyth designs for Redbubble win.
No, not for Monomyth. Like I've designed 2 trainers for Monomyth, and they were trying to get me to design them on, and like I came up with a rough draft for one, and they're like, nah, it looks like a freaking furry OC. So I was like, okay, fine. I couldn't think of anything else to do, and they were like, yeah, we kind of need something, so they like opened it up to other people to do. Like, you know, I feel really bad because like they want me to do something because I had designed one specifically for that game yet. You know.
Are your trainer designs actually going to still be in it?
Yes.
I never made it in.
Yes, they will. I designed the guitarist and pro wrestler for
Oh my god.
classes.
Stop.
American.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start coaching in this game.
I'm gonna start coaching. Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna start raising our attack stats.
So I can make sure you all do like 500 damage a match. They'll be as good as me, you know. The myth, the legend, the world champion.
The guy who just fell down the hole.
Yeah, the guy that's about to fucking die right now. Oh, never mind. Get off me.
I think I'd definitely be better at this game if I played with a wired controller. That's why I was joking about the GameCube thing. I was semi-joking. I might actually bring my melee skills over to this game if I ever dig up my old GameCube adapter thing
Snap.
and my GameCube controller. Because my GameCube and GameCube controller and all of my GameCube games are in storage somewhere in like the garage or the attic or something. And I actually do want to pull that out because I do want to start a Pokemon XD playthrough. So
Same here.
Last time I played through XD was 2016. So yeah.
I'm hoping that when I
XD,
finally
Snail of Dankness.
hope that when I finally get a
playthrough the game.
hoping that when I finally get Ultimate that I'll be able to find a copy of the adapter and decent GameCube controller. Because
Imagine not having Ultimate in 2021.
All right, guys, I'm gonna.
Frankly, Smash doesn't feel right without that GameCube controller.
Yeah, well, you know.
Unless you're playing with the Pro.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Alright,
Sleep.
Aquan's leaving. I guess we'll call it a night.
Yay.
Take it easy, Aquan.
Yeah, yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night, Aquan.
Later.
Alright. We could try one without Aquan. Do that.
Yes.
Actually,
Why do you like big maps so much?
because I hate the teeny tiny maps. Like they just don't have anything for like strategy or anything. It's just like stand in front of your opponent and try to fight him. Like it's kind of annoying.
Then try 2v2 maps, that's better. They are big though.
Yeah, just use the big maps. Big maps good. Let's see. Grab this guy.
Oh, you're gonna try your thing?
I'm just gonna play with Volkov for a bit. Like
Shabba babba kabba.
Did everyone else hear my chair squeaking?
not really.
Ah.
So
I like to kidnap autistic kids.
Oh jeez.
If you guys open up.
Anyway, so so I was over at my mother's mother and father's house for a birthday celebration for my mother, and while we were there, you know, while we had everybody over there, they decided that they wanted to do a video message to congratulate one of my mother's sisters on her 50th wedding anniversary. So we all gathered around in front of my dad's Chromebook, and we shot a video. And during that whole video, Tyson is making ridiculous, goofy faces and making everybody laugh.
Is it like a serious thing?
Yeah, well, we were like I said, we're supposed to be congratulating her on her 50th wedding anniversary, but like we're giggling the whole time like idiots. So my sister insisted that we redo the video. So we got everybody to go ahead and redo the video. And then when we started trying to play it back later, there was no audio. So
Oi!
Oh, dude, that stuff.
So we had to do it a third time. So we did it the third time, and then I was like, hey, let me take this. Let me go home and edit this video. So I did my semi-professional editing job on this video. You know. Oh man. But yeah.
So how much of Tyson's silliness got through the editing process?
He was pretty stoic throughout the third take, because he didn't want to have to do it again. But the thing is, my dad deleted the first video because we weren't going to use it, and I guess on a Chromebook they don't have like a recycle bin where you can just go and retrieve deleted shit. It's just gone forever. So because
That's odd.
we were thinking about putting like a blooper reel in, at the end, just to be silly, and no, there was no way to retrieve the video he deleted, and it was kind of annoying. So, like,
that's really odd. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a Chromebook, and it functions more like a mobile device. So, it's like when I searched for recycle bin, it brought up an app we could buy. Like,
oh, good grief.
Yeah, it's like, really?
Yeah,
go into the Play Store and download a recycle bin app. Really? So yeah.
When you said it acts more like a mobile device.
Yeah.
That clinched it, because it's the same way on a Kindle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
How's this Chromebook have like a full keyboard and like a trackpad?
It has a keyboard and a trackpad, and and my dad was complaining about how much it sucks, and it's like, well, don't buy one next time. Yeah, like.
It wants to be a computer so bad.
Yeah, it's just a mobile device cleverly disguised as a laptop.
Designed partially to fool people like him.
Right.
Damn.
But anyway,
like my mom has one of those netbooks, and she's barely touched it because even when she got it, it was running slower than molasses going uphill in January with a headwind on crutches.
Right.
And I told her, and she said, what can I do to speed it up? Can I install more RAM? I'm like, no, it's just a netbook. She says, well, what do you mean by that? You can upgrade your laptop if you wanted, couldn't you? And I was like, yeah, I could, because it's an actual laptop. Right. This thing will be a laptop when it grows up, but it's development stunted, and it probably never will.
Right. Yeah, like, this market for pseudo laptops is just so annoying. Because they make the stuff look exactly like a laptop, but then it doesn't have anywhere near the capabilities. And it's like,
Right. For certain professions and certain needs, they can be super handy and
absolutely
worth every penny.
If I wanted something to stream mobile games on, that would probably be a really good idea. But
no one ever streamed mobile games.
But
he's done one or two.
I've done one or two. They didn't do that well. But
how well did Mario Maker 2 do?
Mario Maker 2, I think, did all right. It's just with that game, I'm not sure how to format it. Like, if I should because my thought was like I could get people to send me codes and like play their levels, and then like designs it, but I'm not sure if that really works that well for streaming.
Okay.
Because like on streaming, what the thing that I've seen on streaming is people give me codes, but it's for levels that they thought were shitty, or something like that. It's not for levels they made. It's just for, I thought this level was a pain in the dick, so here's the code. Like, it's like, I don't want to play pain in the dick levels, like, I want to play levels that the viewers designed, and so I had like a channel on the Discord where people could give me those, and it's gotten relatively little use. So it's kind of, I probably will do more of it eventually, but right now, I just kind of need to figure out what I want to do with it, Like,
have you gone all the way through Octopath Traveler?
Yeah. I beat the game. Apparently there's like some post-game shenanigans that you could do, but it's not like blatantly obvious, so I skipped it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you think you can brave a month of not buying yourself any more RPGs? Because I'd hate to default to buying you a gift card.
Well,
Intent.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I'm probably good on that, because
At least that's what I'm aiming for.
Monster Rancher's not going to be out before my birthday, so it's just kind of
that you'll probably have to get on your own.
Unless Survive pops out anytime in the next month, but fat chance of that happening. It's probably going to be next year, if that, because it's
It's the most delayed Digimon game in recent history.
It's the most delayed game in recent memory since Duke Nukem Forever. Like, which literally got delayed almost forever.
The thing is, the two original builds for Duke Nukem Forever got completely canceled.
Mm-hmm. And not just on
Actual
Twitter.
game. Yeah. What was the first game I can think of that got its own feminist hate bandwagon thrown at it?
Mm-hmm.
That game sucked for so many different reasons that they didn't need that to cancel it.
Uh-huh.
I do dare Gearbox to try and do a reboot of it franchise. But with the new Saints Row being a cringy woke fest at first reveal, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I just wish the woke people would get out of media. Like, stop making video games, stop making TV series, stop making movies, especially if those things are based on classic franchises. If you want to start your own thing and have a bunch of woke tropes in it, go for it.
The thing is, they know that if they do that, it'll get rejected wholesale. So what they do is the classic covert narcissism game, or standard narcissism game. You take something that a bunch of people love and enjoy and cherish from their childhoods. You promise that you're going to do something great with it and make it true to the classics and a proper evolution. And then you insert your woke politics into it. You completely ruin the characters, the story, and everything else. And then when people call you out on it, you call them ists and phobes and so on and so forth. And then once that IP or cherished thing is destroyed, you wash your hands and move on to the next thing. They don't care whatsoever about the backlash or anything. It's a disgusting form of attention grabbing.
Yeah. Well, and that's all it really is they're just trying to stir up controversy at this point. Like, a lot of them don't even care. You know?
And from what I hear, it's what they're doing with the Netflix Cowboy Bebop duration.
I mean, I don't know what they're planning on doing with that. I heard Cowboy Bebop live action, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I know. I think I audibly heard your brain just check out when I said that.
No. They're supposed to be doing a. They're supposed to be doing a live action. Or is it live action? They're supposed to be doing something with Yu Yu Hakusho soon. They did a live action Yu Yu Hakusho in Japan, like last year, and the rumor is that there's going to be some sort of upcoming Yu Yu Hakusho project as well. Like,
please stop running from me. I just want to be friends.
you just want to punch babies.
And club baby seals. And throw baby kittens into bags in water.
I hope that water's dirty too.
So you want them to get COVID on top of drowning?
See, yes, bro.
Or malaria.
No,
dysentery.
COVID-19.
Hopefully Hurricane Katrina kills them too, bro.
Oh my god.
Don't you mean Ida?
Oh man.
Maybe. I don't care.
The one hitting the Gulf Coast.
Rare Uchiha is here.
He's here, trying to get hanged by me.
Oh jeez.
So which character uses a noose?
Apparently.
So yeah, about that Deadpool game. There's so many times where I had to literally cheese the computer to get to make progress. I can't count.
Wow.
It has this progression system where you get Deadpool points or DP points for basically killing bad guys and so forth and so on, and you use them to buy upgrades for your weapons and basic skills for your health and so forth. And I've lost count of the number of times that I have been screwed out of a big, big upgrade because every time you get killed, you lose a chunk of your DP points.
Man.
So I'd had to resort to just buying whatever I could whenever I saw a situation where I knew I was going to die a bunch of times.
You would think if you get screwed in multiple orifices that it would gain you DP points.
So yeah, here I am nearly at the end of the game, and I still don't have Deadpool's guns and starting swords and guns upgraded all the way. Didn't realize that I could switch and upgrade to regular grenades until, like, you know, the other day. And so yeah, I'm so aggravated with that game. I'm glad that I'm renting it because I probably would have snapped it in half by now, and I rarely lose my patience with games. On another note, sorry to get so frustrated with the Spider-Man game for similar reasons that I actually had to turn the difficulty down while playing.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough, bro.
But then again, I chalked it up to my skills becoming exceptionally mediocre over the past year or two. And then I realized I'd forgotten like a third of the combat, third of the maneuvers in combat is supposed to help you get by. So
yeah. So I don't know how much you've heard about AEW or All Elite Wrestling.
Haven't heard anything about them recently.
So yeah, AEW recently got themselves a show on TNT, which makes them the first wrestling show on TNT since WCW with the Way of the Dodo.
I swear to God.
Anyway, so now Vince is once again faced with a real competitor, and in the time between WCW going belly up and AEW coming along, Vince unfortunately has mistreated a ton of worthwhile talent, to the extent that now AEW is basically managing to rack up a lot of really awesome talent, both in and out of the ring, without ever having to open up Ted Turner's wallet, you know? So, right now they've got guys like Jim Ross, Big Show, Mark Henry, Dean Ambrose, who goes by John Moxley in AEW, Chris Jericho, Arn Anderson, Sting, you know, and, you know, it's something where when they had CM Punk come back in Chicago, like, that was something where, like, CM Punk like had some pretty scathing comments about his time in WWE. He said that when he left Ring of Honor for WWE, he left pro wrestling, and you know, because he was always one of those people that hated the way that Vince called it sports entertainment. You know.
I thought that was just part of the rebrand when he was forced to drop the F.
It wasn't part of the rebrand. What that was about was he didn't want to have to pay for licensing fees for all of his wrestlers in all the different states. Because all these states have athletic commissions that expect a piece of the action when it comes to boxing events and whatnot. And so when WWE would do its events there, they would try to come at them for money. Like, oh, you need to have licenses for all your wrestlers to do this event. You need to do all this and do all that. And they're like, you know what? It's not a sport. You know, like, leave us alone. It's not a show.
Fuck this bitch.
You know, so.
Well, on one hand, I can agree with that because it's not really a sport. It's like a high octane sport stunt show.
Yeah.
Soap opera.
Right.
But on the other hand, I know that it's Vince being a cheap, multi-billion-dollar SOB.
Right. Basically, Vince decided to break kayfabe in order to save some cash. Is what it boils down to. You know. And you know,
from a businessman's perspective, I give him all the praise in the world for.
Right. Yeah.
But
anyway, a lot of people in the industry look down on him for it, and you know, and in some ways I agree. But you know, in other ways, it's like if you can't figure out that it's not real, then you're an idiot. You know, like,
just don't get up in their face and be a schnoz about it
Or a
because
small
you'll get
child.
punched.
yeah, but anyway, yeah,
And and don't get in their face about it, otherwise you'll get punched in the face about it.
right.
Like
Oh,
John
man.
Stossel once did.
There was a guy. It was somewhere overseas, and they were doing an interview, and the Undertaker was there, and Vader was there.
3, 2,
And the
1,
guy
go.
asked the two of them to their faces, "Is wrestling fake?" And Vader grabbed the guy by the tie and like basically was like just short of dangling him off the ground. And he's like, "Does this feel fake to you?" Vader in the ring was notorious for being stiff with his coworkers. Like, you know, so he wasn't very well liked by a lot of guys in the locker room because he would actually hurt people in that ring. And, you know, so, like, this was, like, he ended up being held in prison temporarily in whatever country he was in, because it wasn't here in the States. But yeah, he ended up being held in prison temporarily for his rough treatment of this, you know, talk show host. You know, and the thing is, the whole time that's going on, the Undertaker's just sitting there going like, "Yep, you tell him." You know, like he didn't do shit to help the guy. Yeah, he just sat there watching and smirking. You know, but yeah, it's something where some wrestlers get really bent out of shape about that. Like, if you're gonna ask that, you gotta know who you're talking to first. Like, you don't just come right out of the gate with that question with a pro wrestler, because some guys get really heated when you try to when you try to ask them about it. You know. But yeah, me, I feel like it's kind of obvious. It's like. It's like when somebody gets mad at you for spoilers when you spoil something that happens within the first 5 minutes of a movie. You know?
Right.
It's like, oh well, yeah, the movie starts out with Optimus Prime dying. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, it's like the first 5 minutes, dude. Like, you know?
Yeah, that movie didn't traumatize me the way most people think it would have.
Right.
I was going through a phase where I was having like really bad ear infections and my ears were super sensitive.
Right.
And that was one of a number of movies that I had to be pulled out of for that reason.
Yeah. I remember one of my cousins had a problem like that when we were younger. I stayed over at his house one night, and he woke up screaming bloody murder, and he had blood trickling out of one of his ears. Like,
Eek.
yeah, it was not a great scene.
I don't remember if it ever got that bad for me, but it sure felt like it.
Shut down.
Wasn't she in that? Oh, never mind.
And the last time I had such a infection like that was in my early teens, and my mom, she was, whenever I was sick, it was like I was the king of the world. And so I actually missed a couple days of school, and she was out and about running errands. She calls me while she's out. And, you know, I'm practically deaf in one ear. Everything that comes into that comes as a pain response.
Right.
And so she calls me and she asks me if there's a game I want to rent. I'm like, my allowance is gone right now, you know? She's like, no, it's gonna be, you know, a get well soon gift. So I couldn't think of anything. I was in so much pain, and I said, I don't know, surprise me, just nothing that looks too generic, no sports, you know, nothing. So she rents me Bubsy 2 because she knew that I liked the original
hell no.
Bubsy, and I rented it like 5 times.
Yeah.
I would almost have not have had anything rented for me.
Wow.
Player
The game was a bloody mess.
Wow. See you
I
later,
tried to
Hutch.
tried to replay that same game years later, just to make sure it wasn't just the ear infection talking.
Right.
full car.
She's like, oh yeah, I remember it was at Hastings. That's how she called me because we weren't rich enough for cell phones in the early '90s.
Oh yeah.
They had that phone
That
booth
phone
in there,
in
right?
Hastings. I remember that.
Yeah, right
Hey,
next to
come
the
here,
games
Susie.
section.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah, so
remember
it was like
that.
it was right next to the video game section. So she's like reading off titles. Now that I remember it, I'm
Yeah.
like, she's like, do you want to rent The Lion King? I'm like, nah, I've played the demo station of that game. It's impossible after 2 levels.
Man, I actually beat that game back in the day. It was, but I had my little brother to help me. Like we were like alternating because our hands were getting tired playing the damn thing. Like it was, you know, it was a mess.
I played they had that game in the demo station forever at Hastings, and so I would play it. I'd get through the first level, and it just didn't feel right. I mean, me being a cat person, you would think I would love any game where I'm playing as a cat.
Yeah.
Which is why that one game that I saw the trailer for like PS4 and 5 coming out next year, that's got me with some relatively high hopes. But
Yeah, I
it just
remember-
didn't feel right.
There was a lot of shit in that game that was really really challenging. Like I remember that one level where it's playing I Just Can't Wait to Be King as the BGM.
Yeah,
was
that-
really difficult, and then the one with the lava. Like that.
Yeah, the Can't Wait to Be King sequence, that was where I would get completely stuck at.
God, it
And
was terrible.
I found out years later that there was a point in the industry where the developers of certain games would actually put sequences in there that you had to either own the game or buy a player's guide in order to get through, because they wanted people to buy the game and not just rent it.
Yeah.
And bravo for that business strategy, but no, sure didn't help me want to buy the re-releases of that game when they came out the other year.
Yep. Yeah, like I remember getting that freaking BGM stuck in my head playing that thing. Yeah.
I really wanted to deck the people in Disney's marketing who, whenever someone would go and ask for Prince of Persia in the stores and they couldn't find it, they would direct people to buy the Disney Aladdin game for either system.
Right.
Because
Oh my
at least
lord.
the Super Nintendo version played ever so slightly like it with some puzzle platforming elements, but it wasn't Prince of Persia.
Right.
It's like my mom told me at one point she almost did buy me that game. I said, Mom, I rented it and I beat it in a half hour.
Oh yeah, the Aladdin game I don't think was anywhere near as difficult as the Lion King was.
Yeah, I never played the Genesis game, which was arguably a better one. I will play it eventually at some point, but that's the one that got put to that retro re-release pack. And they're doing another one that includes the Jungle Book from Super Nintendo.
Oh wow.
And that one was another painfully easy and mediocre one.
Right. Yeah, when it comes to really good Disney games, it's like Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, you know, like the Disney
Tailspin.
Afternoon titles. Like Tailspin, it was okay. Not my favorite genre, but it was all right for what it was. You know?
Yeah, I never played Tailspin or either of the sequels.
It's one of those. It's like a side-scrolling, fly up and down shooter type game. Like you're basically flying the little sea duck around, and it's got like Blue's head sticking out of it or something, and you're just like, you know, shooting stuff. Like it's kind of all there is to it. Like there's not a ton going on.
Yeah, they put all those games plus the sequels together in the Disney Afternoon collection.
Right.
But here's the marketing foul up that I see. Why, in Bob Iger's name, did they not approve it to get released on Switch?
Right.
Released like during the beginning year of the Switch's existence. Maybe within the first few months, and it was on Xbox. It's on PS4. I think maybe Steam,
Wow.
but not on the kid-centric platform.
I mean, it's not necessarily kid-centric, but people certainly sometimes have that opinion of Nintendo, for sure.
Of course, and I'll be the first one to defend against that, but I'm just saying, you're not putting this kid-centric, or at least nostalgia-centric game.
Stereotypically kid-centric, or stereotypically reboot-heavy system,
Hold on, leave me alone for a second.
Leave you alone? Okay.
Doing something. Top 10 anime betrayals, dude.
They said to leave you alone for a second, and it had been longer than a second, so I figured you were fair gaming it. There we go. Damn.
Yeah, blame all that on you.
Blame it on me, huh?
Yes, cause I got hit by the bomb.
You got hit by the mom.
The bomb.
Oh, the bomb. Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, if I got hit by the mama, I would definitely blame it on you.
Alright. Backhand!
My mom was so very unhappy with the new nursing home this past Friday. She'd only been there like a day. I called her and I asked how she was doing. She says, well, let me put it this way. I've got a cab on standby.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, yeah, right. You don't. Because we'd already established the
No cab
2
company.
nights. Yeah, 2 nights before she was found unconscious that I could not get a cab over there.
Right.
By the way, I did get the car serviced.
Oh, good.
I still have to scrape up some money to try and get that window fixed, or at least forced shut for the fall and winter.
The last time that I had to have a window forced shut like that, MasterTech charged me $90.
Mastertech?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's on 24th, almost right next to the anime shop. It's not exactly right next to it, but it's pretty close. Within
What's the
spitting
full
distance.
name of?
It's like
What's the full name of the place?
MasterTech something auto repair or something. I don't know.
Okay. I'll Google it in a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, like they charged me I think it was like $90 for the one that I had wedged shut, and then like $120 for the one that they actually fixed or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound too bad. I keep getting quotes like 200, 400.
Yeah. It might be the make and model of the car, but
Oh.
yeah, you might check them out though, just to be sure.
All right.
Or they might have given me a group deal since they were doing both of them at once. Like I think they might have had like a minimum, but anyway. But like, cause I had
both windows.
Yeah, I had 2 windows that were down at the same time, and it was like one of them was in the back and one of them was in the front. So I needed the front one to be able to actually work, and then the one in the back, I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know?
Well, I do have a similar situation. I mean, the one on the passenger side is completely inside the door well. That's the correct term. And the passenger side, it's all the way up, but no one better dare roll it down because it will probably not be able to get itself back up.
Right.
Player 3 wins.
Chokings wins. Yay!
Choking?
Joking.
Someone better do the Heimlich on him.
Joe King.
I'm joking, bro.
Full card.
Who's just a prick, bro?
It's Joe King. It's just a distant relative of Joe Mama.
Gonna write down that name real quick. Master
Oh.
Tech Auto something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the name of the
All right. Well, at least I have between you and Mr. Strawberry Face.
3, 2, 1.
Damn.
Ball.
I've got 2 names or 2 businesses to call for quotes.
Alright.
I'm in the Detainings Enterprises.
Detaining Enterprises. Oh
I
god! I got hit with his sword!
I was actually referring to this ginger dude who gave me the name of another business. Wasn't referring to you,
that guy.
Detainings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that guy.
I have
yeah.
my own enterprises.
Aye.
Yeah, me and Detainings go way back.
Oh wait, you're not Detainings?
He is detaining.
Who said it was Detainings, bro?
Definitely detaining.
All right.
I mean, I play like him, but like,
Sure.
he's a chill guy.
Uh-huh.
just a guy that shows up and punches babies every now and again. No big deal.
Yeah,
There's
good
also
old
a guy
Detainings.
named Expert B.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen him in like a while.
Swear.
Oh my god,
There you go.
please.
Have some of that.
Knockout.
Oh my god.
So, I've watched several videos now on the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, new rock stars, and one of the theories that this dude came up with is that many of the shots where you see Peter in various, street clothes,
Stop.
all those outfits are actually outfits that were worn by the other Peter Parkers in their movies.
How funny.
And so they think that this entire first trailer is a huge misdirection where they're just using all sorts of CGI trickery to fool you into thinking that that's just Tom Holland Peter on there. Did Detainings leave because I was talking about the trailer? The
I'm still
theory?
here.
Oh, okay. Thought I heard the
But that's
log
just
off.
a theory.
And that's the
A
login.
film theory. And cut.
Neutral Game Boys.
Oh god, no! Here I am.
Did you know that Pat actually started a third theory channel a year ago?
It's called COVID-19 Conspiracy Theory? No?
No. Food theory.
Oh, food theories. Okay.
The stuff, really weird and odd stuff like, is pizza actually considered a sandwich?
No.
Oh! Oh, wait! What happened? Wait! Is that cheating
Ow.
of me? Oh! Oh!
Wow, congrats, Hunger.
I should take my win and run.
And my condolences, because he's going to absolutely murder you.
I know,
Oh.
I'm about to get wrecked. It's gonna be great. hang on. I got a meme for this. Hang on.
I win.
Alright, there
I
we go.
wish Which meme was it?
It's a new meme that I just introduced recently.
Oh, I can't hop over to second screen.
Oh my fucking
Let me check
god.
which characters I have. I've got Fate, Rayman, Isaiah,
Yeah, you play Raymond because of me. You got the club from me. Shut up.
Nico,
Roll call.
Asuri. Yeah, I have Orion. Okay, yeah, I have Orion and Jae-yoon
Oh.
left after this, and then I'll be done getting everybody to 25.
Oh, Ryan. Alright, well.
Kind of hate Jae-yoon though. I literally just picked him so I could get the a huge sword character up to level 10 trophy.
I see.
There's either him,
And now they have Mako, so.
and I hate
Magyar.
Mako even more. I hate Mako and Magyar even more. They're both too awkward, so.
Mako was causing
Hate's a strong word.
waves when she came out. People were like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
it is.
this?"
I use it on most people, like Hunger, for example, when they beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel to get spammed? And you can't do shit about it.
Ah.
Oh. Yep, you're inferior to my moves.
Dang.
Did y'all know that spamming was the strat?
Right? Yeah, it's the only strat.
So is spawn camping.
Spawn camping. Sorry, when you say spawn camping, I just pictured like, you know, the comic book character Spawn, like with a tent and a campfire going, like.
Well, he'd be using that cape as his tent,
I know, it's just funny. Like.
with it still wrapped around his neck, because Todd McFarlane's a lazy artist. There, I said it.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, he's already said that the whole reason he did the giant cape thing was so that he wouldn't have to draw his body.
It's almost as bad as that dude who can't draw feet.
Oh, I
Forgot his
can't
name.
talk.
Damn it.
Bruh.
Speaking of Deadpool, once again, the third movie is slated to start production sometime late next year.
Oh, man.
They're still working on that?
Yeah. Yeah, everything got delayed because of COVID, so, you know, like all these movies and video games and TV series, a lot of them got some pretty hefty COVID-based delays.
I swear to God, if I get hit by another damn stick, I'm disconnecting. On God.
Oh shit!
Stop.
Challenge accepted.
This is the same thing for both of y'all.
So is this going to be a rare, once-in-a-lifetime detaining rage quit?
Yes.
Oh, you stopped me from hitting him.
Oh wait, I'm fine. I didn't get hit by it. Let's go.
Ah, get wrecked.
Ah! He DQ'd! He DC'd.
Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Go down the hole.
Hunger, I propose a new strategy.
Kill the
Gang
NPC.
up on him. No, gang up on him every time he shows up on stream.
Oh no. That's just mean. Oh shit. Get out of here. Detaining's just watching this going, man, if I was controlling that. Oh man, it's too funny. Yeet! Oh, shit! Oh, no, I didn't die.
Yes, bot, destroy him. Come on, you can do it.
I didn't get killed, it was great.
If the bot loses, I'm quitting the game for
Oh,
good.
no.
On God.
There's so much writing on this. Get him! Get it! Get it!
Actually, I lied about that.
Okay.
I lied.
I think you get too much pleasure out of tormenting us every week.
Please. You
Get
scum-ass
him.
bot.
Get
Please
him.
do something. Please!
Man, rooting for a computer-controlled
Ah, got it!
fighter. I never thought I'd see or hear such a thing.
Oh, I'm gonna run this meme again.
Oh.
I win.
Oh, it's too good.
Okay, rerun that meme. I want to see it.
Alright, here we go.
I win.
Oh my God.
Is that from Cats Don't Dance?
Nope.
Aristocats?
Nope.
Crap.
Joe Mama?
Oh.
Yes, I don't know what happened, man. I just faded at last moment.
I have to go back to replay to try and identify it.
Alright.
Looked like Bluth.
Yeah, it's I want to say it's Disney, but
Oh, so you don't even know what it is.
no, I do know what it is. I just can't remember if Disney was the one who actually published that shit or not.
Oh. What is it from?
Emperor's New Groove.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah.
Wait a minute, did the bot win that match or did he
No,
lose?
I won.
Bot lost.
Hmm?
Bot lost.
Yeah, bot lost. That is true.
Yeah, now you're gonna die too for that.
Oh no.
Bro, if you lose to my sir, you is... Oh God.
Head kitty.
But yeah.
Shut up, you rat bird thing. I don't know what you are.
But basically, that movie just had a ton of memes in it, and that was part of one of them. So, I just know the movie from the memes. I haven't actually watched it, so like.
What?
I found a video that just had all the memes in it.
I would probably use Commander Boar from Space Ace, one of the post-death things it would say after it told you how many lives you had left. He says, "You will never win."
Oh.
Imagine, that's tough. Please move so I can get my weapon.
I did.
I do wish Don Bluth
Yes.
could get his Dragon's Lair movie done somehow, miraculously.
Oh god.
I think A Fox in Space Episode 2 will release long before that ever happens.
Great. Maybe Digimon Survive will come out before then too. Oh gosh, it's sad that that's a joke. Like.
Oh no, oh
That's
no.
More irritating is that Digimon World Next Order, based on the file size, there's no excuse for it not to be on Switch other than Bandai being cheap with the game cartridge size.
Can you die, please?
No, I'd rather not.
We're not quite
No.
done with that oxygen habit of ours.
I enjoy living. I'm kind of addicted to it. I can't kick the habit.
Well, I need that oxygen too. Thank you.
Get out of here! Get the hell out of
Oh.
here!
Besides, being the living stuffing at a dealer's is my anti-drug.
Oh my god.
You're lucky I wasn't that close to you, 'cause you would have died, and you would never have oxygen
No.
to live from that.
Oh God! I had to stop a pop-up from telling me that my computer needed updates.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Freaking.
I forgot that you are. I'm too tired to say that. No.
No, just no. Oh, you... Ah, beautiful.
Oh no. I caught that in midair.
Alright, tried.
Crazy. Hello, CJ. Could you kindly stop gravity canceling me?
Gravity cancel.
No, seriously though, that is actually annoying. Please stop. I don't know why you were doing it.
I'm trying to pull off a Roman cancel, but apparently this isn't Guilty Gear.
I'm trying to pull off a Twitter cancel, so if you guys... Ah, got
I'm
it!
trying to put off YouTube cancel so I can cancel everybody on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, damn. That thing with the bomb bouncing all over the screen and then finally hitting you guys was amazing though.
Yes, you're a complete genius. Now shut up.
S-tier.
So,
No, you gotta shut up and die.
that was Wile E. Coyote level planning right there.
Did you know Wile E.
Yeah.
Coyote actually had a cameo appearance in an episode of Night Court?
He did. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Judge says, "Look, leave that poor bird alone. Go to a restaurant or something if you're that hungry. Jeez."
Oh man.
Come on. Stop, that side signature has no end lag.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay!
I got my revenge.
Right? Oh.
Revenge.
shit.
This best serve.
Revenge is a dish best served with pinto beans and muffins.
Full car.
Honestly, y'all don't know what's going on in my head right now.
Ignorance is bliss. Keep me happy.
Right?
Oh my god.
I already know my mind is not a very nice place to be.
Man.
I don't want to see anyone else's.
My mind is a paradise full of big titty anime waifus.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
And memes.
I don't got a
There are tons of
problem
memes
with. Like, I don't got a problem with BT anime waifus, but like, I just don't want it to be so big. Like, come on now.
in there.
I wind up with sympathy pains.
Yeah.
Kid
I
you
don't need
not.
my.
See a woman who's incredibly blessed in that department, I'm like, ouch. It's my first thought.
Yes, I am truly blessed by God that I'm living to this day. Because if I had the COVID, it would be very bad. And if CJ keeps hitting me with this axe stuff, that will be very bad.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, I'm trying to discriminately smack people around here, and there's only 2 targets.
Well, you know, I'm trying to discriminately smack everybody around.
Yep, one of the targets that's literally not even moving.
Excuse me, almost. Oh God! No, please! No, God!
Please clip that. No, don't try to get out of it, CJ. It's no use. Stop. Get over here. There's just no way he can get out of it alive, bro. Oh, he did.
He did! Oh, he did!
You don't even give me a second to celebrate, do you?
I got you while you were showboating. That's the best. That's literally. I'm free. Dang it!
Played me. I was so genuinely happy. I didn't care at that moment.
I didn't even. Oh no! Get. You mean chicken?
Oh!
Yeah. What? Oh. Why is there so many people on here?
Ow!
I got so many bodies on me. So this is funny. Stop.
I hope you clipped that, because that was funny. You know, if you're right into that mine.
This is 2100 ELO gameplay. I remember when. So no, it's gonna be boring to talk about.
Oh God!
Player 3 wins.
Oh, that was good stuff. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. I think that's a good place to go ahead and call it for the night.
Alrighty. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody
Good
for
night.
coming out. Thanks to everybody who participated. And of course, as always, I hope everybody has a great day.
I'll see you in the Littlewood.
Bye-bye.